So, Danny's thoughts after the game, they were interesting. They were very interesting. Also, a bit on the opposition manager, which I thought was kind of nice to see now and again. Hello and welcome to the video. You could like, share and subscribe to the channel. Much appreciate it. Liking out the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing lets me know you like the channel. Hit that notification bell to let you know when videos go live. So, Sheffield Wednesday last night got a good, but not a, how you say it, scrappy win. I'd say it was a scrappy win, and to be fair, scrappy wins are sometimes what you need in the position we're in. But I wouldn't say it was a classic. But let's have what Danny thought about it. But before that, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Much appreciate it. Liking out the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing lets me know you like the channel. Hit that notification bell to let you know when videos go live. There will be a live stream tonight, 7 PM. It will be your debrief for yesterday's game. Also, just a quick one before we go into it. Don't know into the press conference today. I'm going to assume there isn't in it tomorrow. And if that is the case, we'll do that tomorrow because I'm just thinking when to game, what time they got back and all that kind of stuff. So we'll go from there. So, Sheffield Wednesday manager had this to say. There was a lot of stuff last night that he turned around and said as well, which is really interesting to see how he spoke last night. He turned around and said that it's not the first time our bench our subs has helped us a lot. I think we're the team with the most amount of goals from subs. It says a lot about our squad at the moment, how we stick together, and we spoke a lot about clean sheets, and that was helpful. And the clean sheet was helpful. It was good to finally have that clean sheet because it's something we don't tend to give ourselves the chance to have. And especially when the goal at the end went in for them in the offside situation, you're thinking, you were like, oh, not again, not again. And luckily for us, we managed to keep that in the position where it was so late in the game that A, it could have cost us all 3 points, but B, it was good to see the officials just put the flag up for us for a change and not the other way around. I try always to pair what happened during the game, who we needed on the pitch at the end at the beginning. I said to my players in my final beat today that for the first 60 minutes, we would have had the team will fight for every inch. And in the last 30, the team on the pitch will win the game. And he got that right. He did get that right. A lot of people have been saying, why is he not starting? Why is he not starting Smith from the get-go last night? Well, he started versus West Brom. And some people have said he started versus West Brom, and was he that effective? He is an impact player off the bench. He scored most of his goals this season. 5 of the 8 goals he got are from coming off the bench. So I understand what he's saying. And the thing is, we've got to find a way of getting Ugbo to go, because I don't think Ugbo was as bad as some people have made out. His link-up play and everything like that good. It's just, you can tell he's a player who's confident is shot to pieces, and I don't know how you get that back. I really don't. If there was a bottle that you could give him to go, here's your confidence, here's your goal scoring, take that, you'll be fine. But it's not. But he also went on to talk about 2 injuries. We'll start with Barry Bannon's. He said it's difficult to say. It could be 7 days, it could be 6 weeks, 4 weeks. We have to look at how he reacts. It's all about load management and controlling the reaction. It was in the QPR game he had a problem. We tried to manage it during the week. Then after the Luton game, he was not able to walk for 3 days. Now let's see what we do in the following days. He said we contacted the special. Now we manage him. We have to find the treatment. It's now about load management. And if the pain comes back, we'll have to stop again. This is all of it. Let's see how he is. So it looks like it's the one that they can't quite seem to know what it is yet. But it's one of those situations where you look at it and you go, okay, that is not great if he can't walk for 3 days. So there's something not quite right there. But the big one is Benard. Danny went on to say it's a big one. He will be out for the season. It will be 6 months at the moment. So that's you're looking no preseason, him coming back maybe middle of August, and then you're going to get him back up to speed. Tomorrow he will have surgery. It's a tough one for us. You prepare for a lot of things. You cannot prepare to have 3 centre-backs out. When you have 5 centre-backs in the squad, 3 that you can play centre-half, that and you have 3 out, it's not a usual thing. He did say it's a tough one. We will help him and now cross our finger for good surgery tomorrow and a good recovery. What it means we will see after this surgery at his age, such a big one. It's not easy to take, but we will stick together and we will help him come back stronger. And the thing is, the one thing I got with knowing about the injuries and stuff like that, Danny was a young player who had injuries himself. So he knows what this is like for a player to suddenly have big injuries and have that mindset of how they're feeling, how they're going about it. I think sometimes having players who were managers who were ex-players helps, especially in the injuries department. If they've had one themselves, it helps a lot. So it's one of those things where I genuinely do think you look at it and you go, yeah, maybe this is something that's going to properly help someone like Benard just go through it mentally. And especially like someone like Akin, who's sadly has had a bit of an injury stop-start career at Wednesday. The people who can rally around him and being the central defender unit, they'll probably be really good friends anyway and close. So there's that to think about it, but it's not good. Hopefully the surgery goes well for Deshaun. That's what you want. You want it to be successful, and then you can see him rest up and see how he gets on from there. But at the end of the day, we wish him a speedy recovery, but it's going to take a while. And knee injuries are always shitty because it all depends on how bad it is and how it goes, because it's not great. It's just one of those ones where you look at it and you go, ah. Also, annoyingly, Deshaun is on the squad list. So we can't take him off. He's on that squad list. We cannot take him off now, even if he's injured. So we kind of scored a bit of an own goal there. Maybe could have been one that you take off and see. But now he's off. Now he's out for 6 months. The squad list and the return date for like him getting back means kind of probably wasted it there, because I think we were hoping for the best and it turned out to not be good. And just on there, Gaffer Williams saying about the goal, he said it was a good decision. It's really good to because it's so tight. Unfortunately, we can't blame anyone but ourselves. And he just went on to say they were disappointed because they didn't do enough to win the game. They made errors. And that helped lead to the goal. And I think I looked at Swansea last night. I was expecting a tough game considering what they did against Bristol City. But looking on some social media, they changed it, how they played. They changed who played, and it was different. And it just feels like sometimes managers change it around and it just doesn't work. And I am one of the ones where I'm just wondering what's going to happen with Swansea. Are they just going to be trying to get to that mid-table and be okay? But yeah, it's an interesting one. But luckily for us, that goal did not count for them, and it would have been a massive gut punch for us if it had gone in. But like I said, if there is a press conference, it will be up very late on the channel. I'm thinking there probably isn't going to be, just because last night's game. But yeah, bit annoyed by the news about the 2 players, but Danny seemed to have a knack at getting people off the bench. Now let's see if we can figure out how we can get the game going from the start and try and see if we can not rely on it as much. But the fact that we have got the bench that can do that, it saved us a lot. But yeah, they're any thoughts. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.